Welcome, everyone, to the long-awaited podcast. I'm joined with Big Tom Aldrich.
How y'all doing tonight?
And none other than Farmer Doza, Albert Roy, the orgasm donor over here. It's a nice shirt, buddy.
Thanks.
Where'd you get that?
I think you gave it to me.
I think I might have.
You gave me a lot of great cool t-shirts.
Yeah, there was what was that other one? Was
Fuck Buddy.
Professional Fuck Buddy.
How do I?
Buddy got that one.
Yeah, because you're polyamorous, right? You got a wifey, but you guys have got an open relationship.
Yeah.
How do I apply for a donation?
Wait,
Orgasm
do
donor.
you want to donate to him?
No, he's the orgasm donor. I thought he gives me orgasms.
Oh,
Or do I give him an orgasm?
Oh, Tom.
I don't know. Either way, I'm cool with it, bro. It's gonna be a great time.
Oh, jeez.
He wore a shirt.
So this is why we got Tom on the podcast, because he's
super gay.
He's a barrel full of monkeys. He is. Most of these
You know what
monkeys are
happens when I
gay.
tickle your
Most of them finished inside of me too. The monkeys. That was a great time.
No. Oh, jeez. So yeah.
You know what happens when we tickle your prostate, right, buddy?
Oh, dude, trust me.
Oh,
Dude,
God, there was a joke.
Dude,
He had
I
a
can
joke
tickle
about
it.
that.
Yeah, dude, I can tickle it from the inside, bud, without any anal penetration, bro. My penis is so small. Sometimes it like just goes up and in. Like, and now picture that health class thing, you know, where the penis is just hanging over the testicles like that, right? Well, my man is to go, bling, and back and hit that little prostate, you know, that little organ that shows right there. It seems like, boom, boom. I climax at the same time into myself. It's a great time.
Have you got pregnant yet, buddy?
Oh my God.
I'm hoping to be the
He
first one to do
looks,
that.
he looks like he might be.
I do get there, you know what I'm saying? And out here trying to lose some weight, dude.
I got no room.
297.
I got no room to talk.
Oh, dude, you're a sexy stud, though, man. Big
yeah,
bear.
Okay.
Right, dude. It's like honestly, being a big dude is pretty cool because like when I was in rehab, there was this super gay dude named Jonathan, dude, and I love super gay dudes because they're so flattering. Like, you know, like I'm not a homosexual. I kind of wish I was, dude, because I was found out that I would be a hot commodity in the gay community.
You should take this, put this a little closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to like stretch halfway. You don't halfway across the table. It's
Yeah,
not
I like to keep moving though. But no, so this gay dude Jonathan, rest in peace. He's an amazing guy. He died though. But he told me I'd be a hot commodity in the gay community. He said I'd be a cub. I'd be a fucking cub.
Told this
in my butt.
before,
Yeah.
too. I was told I'd be a bear.
Well, you are definitely the bear shape. Mm-hmm. See, I'm a cub because I'm young and funny, and then when I get older, I'll be a bear. And I was like, oh my God, that's fucking awesome, dude. And then he also told me I was in the top 3 of the most fuckable guys in there, bro. And there was like 48 of us, bro. Do you know how fucking attractive I feel right now? Fuck, dude. Guy did more for my self-esteem than anyone ever, dude. Such a great guy, dude.
I used to get hit on all the time by the gay guys. They'd come in
yeah, dude.
Manos Diner back when I was like 16, lean, and oh man, I was looking good back then.
Can I get the pancake breakfast with extra sausage?
Oh man, it was bad. It was funny because my supervisor Dennis, rest his soul, he just passed away. He thought it was hilarious. He was going to go out there and give them my number.
Fuck yeah. I would have thanked him too, dude. After I had a great time and my self-esteem went through the roof and you felt great about yourself. Dude,
I felt a little, like, at that point, I wasn't really comfortable with, like, my sexuality. So, like, I felt kind of a little awkward being hit on. So I didn't exactly know how to feel about it. You know, of course, this was 21 years ago.
Of course.
21 years ago. I was
A lot of
16.
personal growth.
Oh, my God. I just realized how old I am.
Yeah, old as fuck.
I can say 21 years ago, I was 16.
Yeah, dude, and you had hair still.
Bro, my eldest daughter's about to be 18.
Yeah,
okay, fucking age check.
Fantasia, my non-biological oldest, she's 19. Araya's 16. I forgot to tell you today, she might be getting a job at Burger King.
Hoorah.
She was talking to Eddie's wifey there. And she's the manager down there at BK.
Yep.
And I guess she's going to be getting a job down to BK, man.
Awesome. Little girls growing up?
Yeah, like I was, you know, it's taken me by a little bit of surprise because, like, she's probably the least responsible human being that I've ever met in my life. I'm not like, yeah, I'm ragging on my daughter. I'm going to rag on my daughter a little bit because she definitely lacks motivation to do things. Like,
I relate.
She did. What the hell are you looking at me like that for, fucker? Yeah, the apples don't fall far from the tree.
No.
Shut up.
Honestly,
You be quiet.
Honestly, they're kind of both still in the tree on the same branch, dude.
No, like at least she makes up every excuse why she can't do something, and I told her, look, you go start a job, and these excuses aren't gonna fly. Like, none of this is gonna fly. You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work hard. But they're talking about starting it off at like $14, $15 an hour.
Yeah, they pay a lot more at fast food.
I was like, dude, that is nothing to sneeze at.
No.
Like $14, $15 an hour, that's better than what I was making driving cab.
I wouldn't sneeze even if I had allergy.
Yeah, so I'm really surprised, and like hopefully, it makes her want to get her license here a little sooner, so I don't have to drive her back and forth. But
there's nothing like
I'm really stoked that she might be getting a job.
That's awesome.
Like little girl growing up. But then Caroline's 7 and Alec is 1. So
hell yeah, man.
I had quite the spread out there. I really kind of started all over again.
Yeah, you really did.
I really did. I went from being like at the end of the game to starting all over again.
Might as well, right? What else is there to do after that?
It wasn't exactly. I mean, I always wanted a son. It wasn't the most planned thing in the world.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, I mean, the way things,
Were any of your kids planned?
Yes, actually. Caroline was intentional. Araya was intentional.
Love.
Yeah. The moment, love.
It's more
intent. There was definitely intent.
It's more than just a game for two, they say.
I suppose, when you really think about it, I guess there was some intent there to have a son.
Well, you busted inside of her, so yes, there's
Oh,
slight
Jesus
intent.
Christ, dude. Yeah, but I mean, so no,
let's be honest, that's how it works, right? Like you bust.
Yeah, but this time though, knowing what I know about like spirituality and the nature of reality and shit like that, like that's a whole nother fucking rabbit hole to go down on a really long podcast.
Yeah.
But I know that you can manifest reality through sheer force of will.
Of course.
And so I willed there to be a son. Like that is what my intent was in that moment, and I like threw it out into the universe, and I threw it out into
her.
Yes. And it worked, by God. Holy shit, I've got a son. And
there's a lot of force behind that.
Let me tell you, God help the world, because her and I, if you take our combined DNA genetic memory, the world's going to be in for some shit. If that kid acts anything like either of us when we were teenagers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro. I was gonna say anything, but that was one of my first responses.
Yeah,
when you mix our DNA, I'm like, oh, cool. Well, Schuyler County Jail only houses 23. So.
In about 13 years, Schuyler County is gonna have a big fucking problem.
Hell yeah.
Or maybe he'll have a big solution.
Maybe.
Ooh, yeah, dude. Maybe he's gonna be the next fucking president.
Who knows? That'd be cool.
You just talk about putting that energy out there, buddy.
Yeah.
And semen.
I was just saying, I wouldn't.
You should expect great things from your kids, man.
I do.
I do.
I'm blessed, man. Yeah,
I'm happy for whatever they turn out to be, but I expect great things of them.
Every parent does, though, don't they? I mean, I think every parent really just wants their children to do better than they did.
Of course, man.
I think that's really
the biggest thing. And also, I think any parent just wants to be a better parent than the ones before them, because progress is progress no matter which way you look at it. And that's where my dilemma came in, because my dad was a complete shitbag. He's I love him to death still. I hang out with him and stuff, but he knows, but he was better than his dad. He didn't even know who his dad was, you know what I mean? So he did better than that. But me, holy shit, I've been a shitbag. But well, let's get started on. So the biggest thing I want to talk about today first was I just want to say this real quick. Fucking DMX died.
Dude, yeah, I'm terribly sad about that, because X was hugely influential back in the 90s, late 90s. The rap game was changing. We had Eminem busting on the scene, and DMX, some of the great, what was the other good names back then? DMX,
Eminem, Dr. Dre,
Dre was kind of getting old.
Dre
at
been
that
around
point.
for like 10 years, yeah.
Nelly, 50 Cent.
50 came out 2001. Crazy, right? 2001, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
So, man, X, he had that voice, that growl.
X was that guy. Ja Rule. He had beef with Ja Rule because Ja Rule tried to become him later on,
my God, yes.
But no, with X touched something different that was able to go and reach all people, trauma.
Give it to you.
Trauma. X would discuss real life trauma on his traps. Yeah. Slipping and falling, talking about smoking crack and all that shit, his addiction, his problems, Satan winning, even though he loves God, he still gives in to Satan all the time. You know what I mean?
I love the one song, "Stop Being Greedy."
Give the knee. That's my.
Yeah, I love that song.
My shit was the Damien where he makes a deal with the devil. He has Damien part 1, 2, and 3, but the first one's still my favorite. He just the snake, the rat, the cat, the dog. How you supposed to see him if you're living in the fog? You know what I mean? And that's one of his most famous quotes in an interview too. He's like, it takes too much energy to not trust someone. It takes too much energy to sit here and not trust someone. What you need to do is see people for who they are and trust them to be that. Trust a snake to bite you. Trust a liar to lie to you. Trust a thief to steal from you. You know what I'm saying? Just know who they are when they see them. And that's, to me, that's still one of the most amazing things to live by. So R.I.P. X.
I had heard, that X had actually cleaned up his act later on in his years.
Dude, he went up and down forever.
Yeah, he became a pastor or something from a church.
Yeah, but this is what happens in time if you don't give it up completely. The only, you might be able to fool everybody else in the world, but you can't fool yourself, you know what I mean? And this is coming from a crystal meth addict, recovering crystal meth addict. If you don't stop doing hard narcotics, you're going to die. You know what I mean? Eventually, you're going to die.
What is that?
It's a phone. It sounds like somebody's getting a messenger call.
Oh.
But yeah.
I think that's my phone, actually.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but the biggest thing with X is, funniest thing actually with X, dude, I have a little childhood story from that too, is because, DMX was so fucking gangster, dude, bro. He'd come in, what? Just come, get you so fucking pumped up. I'm feeling like a
Rough Riders.
Dude, I'm feeling like such a fucking thug in fucking Odessa, New York, Schuyler County. Feeling like a G, son. Population 1,200, right? Maybe max. Mm-hmm. And fucking one stoplight in the fucking town. What you gonna do? Meet me there, pussy.
Three black kids. Mm-hmm. We got 3 colored kids in our entire school.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. That is actually a true statement of fact. But, I felt like I was fucking gangster as fuck, so I'm getting ready, and now I'm finally going to prison, right? Because I'm 6'2", 275 pounds at 12 years old. I am cursed with the nickname Big Tom. They're just throwing a big in front of your fucking name when you're fucking big. Your friends don't even try to be original. Here I do create great nicknames for some of my friends. What the fuck do I get? Big Tom. Big Tom. Dude, so I go to prison, I'm like, here's a chance for a fucking new start, baby. Gonna get a fucking gangster ass nickname. I am so fucking ready. So, dude, I go in
I know where this is going.
So I go in this bitch, right? And they fucking... So I'm coming from fucking Schuyler County. They take you to Elmira for reception. I'm the only one on the bus. They don't even open the fucking gate. They walk me through a fucking door shackled up into the fucking prison. They take you in there, bro. And it's pretty fucking intense. It's like cattle herding. They run you through real quick, and what you don't realize, they shave your head, they shave your face, squat and cough. And I have a grown man look up my asshole for the very first time. Not the very first time, but one of the very first time was in county jail. But, in prison, it's a different experience, They're a little more thorough looking. Like, this guy's actually staring at my asshole.
Tell him about the cold showers, bro.
He gets paid good money for it. And then all of a sudden he looks at my asshole. What's he toss me next? Delouser. Do you know how ugly I felt? Do you know how gross I felt? I thought he was telling me I had bugs in my ass or something, bro. I thought he was telling me I looked dirty. I didn't know they did it for all criminals. Bro, so here I am going through all this shit.
They do it for all the packages that come into the warehouse,
dude,
bro.
It's fucking crazy, bro. I had a delouse, and then they fucking, you get in a cold-ass shower, and then they put you back out in the pen. A bullpen, and I'm sitting in my own bullpen by myself. Now later on, being a fucking hardened criminal, if you will, after doing a couple years, I realize now what everyone was thinking when they saw me in that fucking pen by myself. Oh, there's an informant. Or a rapo. Now I learned that, but that's what you are as a white person upstate anyway. No matter who you are, you gotta prove otherwise. So, fuck, dude. They take me at, like 2 hours in. I've been sitting in this place by myself, maybe 3 hours in.
You try not to go to prison if you're over the age of 50. You're definitely a fucking rapo.
Where
Definitely
were
rapo.
you?
This is Elmira reception. This is just the reception part.
Ooh, Elmira Correctional.
Yeah, it's just the reception side. It's not to be confused with general's population. I don't want to disrespect those motherfuckers in there because those are some fucking goons. They're crazy. The maxes, dude, it's a different level. There's prison and then there's extra prison. And that's extra prison. You know, the max A's.
Yeah, there's
Max A's. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But yeah, so
You want to talk about next level, bro.
He was in there.
The juvenile one.
Oh,
the one where the kids go.
Like McCormick's?
Nah, it's up in the Adirondacks, bro.
Okay.
They converted an adult prison to a children's prison.
That sounds awesome.
Murderers from like 14.
We should send the sex offenders there.
14 to 16. They hold them there until they're adults.
Is that not funny? I'm sorry.
I just got what you
I'm
just
sorry.
said.
Let's move on.
That's pretty twisted.
I should probably go back and finish my original story about my nickname. But anyway.
That was pretty twisted.
I thought it was a solid joke. I apologize. That's a solid punchline. I apologize. I mean, people usually shout out every time somebody commits a crime when they're, like, if you're over the age of 18 or even 16 or older, all of a sudden you commit a crime, everyone's on the news like, oh, I hope he goes to fucking prison and finds a boyfriend. You're literally saying you hope this guy goes and gets fucking raped to learn his lesson. Like, people are fucking crazy.
So you want to put them in a prison together and, like, let the guards...
I was making a joke.
Like, kind of be like Survivor, bro?
Like, I really don't want to just, like, move forward with this because it was just a joke, you know what I mean? I thought the punchline was there.
You're the one that pitched it, bro. Like, I'm kind of interested in the idea.
But I can't, but as you go...
sell it to me. Let's
as you go... No,
series, bro.
No, as you go into detail with it, it makes it sound way worse than the fucking punchline. You know, because it was literally just supposed to be, you know, you're talking about the evil juveniles in that fucking awful prison and how bad it is. So I said, let's send the sex offenders.
So the sex offender, let them take care of itself.
So in this prison, there's like a maximum of like
let's see who wins.
Maybe up to like 10 kids in the state of New York that have been judged to have to spend the rest of their lives in prison, bro. So like you're talking about sending like how many rapos are you gonna send?
10 at a time, I guess, because
it's gotta be equal.
Every week we have to have a matchup, I guess, and see who wins,
bro,
right?
That's
Rapos. I think those juveniles are gonna wipe the floor with those rapos.
Bro,
honestly,
I'm with him.
Bro, you gotta give him some kind of early release, bro. That's trauma after trauma after trauma. That's really fucked up to do to somebody.
They've already killed somebody and been sentenced to life in prison.
Yeah,
right?
I understand that, but I'm just saying.
I'm just
fucked up to who?
You've made me go into
this.
Kid,
bro. Like.
You a kid?
I would.
Yeah, they're a kid. They're 16, and
they killed somebody.
I don't give two flying fucks, bro.
I support. I actually agree 100% with what you're saying. Idea. But you made me go into this, and now you're acting like I'm taking this political stance here. None of us are.
We don't want.
We don't really want
rapos to rape child.
No, but he's talking about.
We want the child. We want the murdering children
to have some revenge.
To kill the rapos.
I got you, but like
that's still a lot of child. Yes, we get it.
Just imagine like the kid like you pitch the idea to the kids, and like some of them are like, okay, this is fucking fantastic.
This is a really fucked up topic of conversation.
Honestly, I don't even want to be a part of this.
I really don't know.
I don't want to be a part of it. I didn't want to go further into it. I made a punchline. I made a joke, and you go into it, dude. I'm literally just when I say things, I don't have a formulated opinion on them or of substance. I literally go based off of the punchline, so it's humorous. And then when we go into it, holy fuck, dude. This is some fucking shit, dude. I don't want kids to get raped, and I don't want kids to have to go murder. It was a hypothetical fucking joke that went awry.
Well, I'm just saying, like, just take 2 steps back, right? Like, you're taking a bunch of kids that have been raped at some, or not necessarily.
Tom's like, this motherfucker's gonna keep
back again.
He's gonna keep beating this fucking horse.
Actually, it could be. I was assuming the kids have been raped. I forget.
No.
The kids are just murdered for
whatever.
No,
the kids are just murderers.
Yeah, I forgot that.
I mean, to get sentenced to
life
at 16.
They're like hardened fucking criminal type.
To get sentenced to life at 16, it sucks. But at the same time, I was just laughing.
Would you give them time off the back end for every mark they got?
God, I would never have that happen. I mean, that'd be crazy. No, because you
time
can't.
Off for every rapo they took out.
No, but you can't let them back out into society as their murderers. You know, like at that point, you've made them even worse, right?
That's not rehabilitation. If they acquired a taste for rapos.
If you murder 36 fucking sex offenders, it gives you a taste for blood, bud.
It gives you a taste. Yeah, well, you know what? It gives you a taste for rapos.
I'm just saying, dude. I just want to get off the. I hate scrapos. I hate scrapos more than the next man.
I'm saying we could use a couple more Dexters out there, man. Like,
I feel you. I just want to go back and finish my fucking fun-loving story about how I got my nickname.
Back to Bobby Hill.
I want to get back to my fucking nickname, man. You know what I mean? So fast forward, mind you, my head is shaved and my face is shaved as well. So, you know, I'm talking shit, dude. I'm still thinking, like, I'm going to get a gangster-ass nickname. I'm in prison. I'm fucking excited, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. There's not much to get excited about, but I got excited to be a thug. You know what I'm saying? Fuck yeah. Dude, and I'm talking shit to this guy, this dude Mel. And he told me I looked like Rosie O'Donnell when I got mad. Because if you can see on camera, I don't know, I'm sunburned as fuck. So you can see I'm already red. So I do look a little like Rosie O'Donnell. So I got fast. Oh, you motherfucker. And he's missing his front teeth. So I'm like, yeah, dude, your front right tooth has to send an email to your front left tooth just to get in contact with the motherfucker. And I swear to God, this guy had one in the chamber. He was ready. He said, man, shut the fuck up with your Bobby Hill in the face looking ass. Bang! The fucking day room fell out. There was like 20 fucking dudes from the city all in there. Everyone died laughing. For the next year, I'm walking around this prison, and there's nothing but thugged out dudes from the city trying to do Hank Hill impersonations. Oh, God damn it, Bobby. But you can't take the slang out. You can't take the hood out of it when you do it, and it's the funniest fucking shit. But God damn it, that got old fast. But man,
Bobby Hill.
I mean, all in all, for it, dude, I mean, prison, you know, it's all right, you know. 4 out of 10 stars. Wouldn't necessarily recommend. Wouldn't necessarily not. You know what I'm saying? That was my Yelp review. But nobody had sex with me, so that kind of sucked. But, you know, that's life. On to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Got a cool nickname out of it, Bobby Hill from the Ville.
And now you're out, and now weed's legal.
Fuck it. It's a great time, dude. It's a great time to be alive. Legalization is a big thing.
Legalization in New York is a huge thing. It really kind of happened out of nowhere. Like, we kind of saw it coming, but...
You never believe it.
They kind of like skunked us. Like I really didn't think it was going to happen this year because what they were doing to CBD. Well, they were taking CBD and taking it off the shelves and everything, and making you have to get a license for it. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, but regular weed is legal now. Just
you know what would be really helpful is if the DA's office took some of the really massive budget that they have every year for public relations, because they have like a huge budget, like over $50,000 a year for public relations, and took some of that money and like kind of advertised to the public, you know, now that weed is legal, here are the changes in the laws and how we're gonna have to prosecute what's happening now, so that you all know, because the laws have changed. Like, his job is to prosecute the laws, so shouldn't he also, like, if he's got this big budget for public relations, like maybe tell us how the laws have changed?
No, I don't think that's their responsibility to tell us.
So then what's the $50,000 a year for public relations for?
The news should be telling us how the laws have changed. That's who should be keeping us informed, is the media outlets. But we all know who those are run by.
And usually they like to make it our responsibility, right, to research the laws and know our rights when we get pulled over.
Yeah,
how many times have you been
ignorance.
told?
Ignorance is no excuse for... You know,
until you have your knee on some dude's neck for 8 minutes, you know what I mean? Then ignorance is cool. But you know, we'll not touch on that one right yet.
Yeah, let's not touch.
But
that
legalization,
one.
I thought it was really cool. I mean, I've kind of made my stance on this known a few times. You know what I mean? I'll take it any way we can get it. We've been waiting for it for a very, very long time. I was hanging out with my pops and his friend. Dude, this dude's dad got locked up for 17 years for marijuana sales. For marijuana sales out of Steuben County.
For how much?
17. I don't know. I didn't really ask many questions because this dude was almost in tears because of legalization. You know what I mean? So it was a rare and moving moment, you know, to see what the the prohibition has done to people. You know what I mean? I mean, you've been a victim of it as well. You know what I mean? And the way New York State went about it, it's just, if it had been because the research showed, as we all know, that it shouldn't be illegal. You know what I mean? It's all public knowledge. It shouldn't be illegal.
Generally harmless.
If they just, if Cuomo was like, yeah, we realized it was bullshit that we've had this illegal for this long, we're gonna make this legal. But no, it's New York is broke on financial hard times, so they're gonna take an illegal drug and sell it to make money. The same thing they've been locking up people for years to do, to get themselves out of the situation.
Breaking up families, bro.
Yep. Breaking into homes with automatic weapons over the sales of
marijuana.
A plant. But
but mind you, mass amounts of...
You just had a point. What was your point? What did you say? God.
My point was that...
This is the biggest danger of marijuana.
Right here.
Right here, you're experiencing
you have your point right
the
there.
largest... That's
But my point was that New York State's doing the same thing that they've been locking people up for.
So New York State really didn't even have much of a choice this year, because the surrounding states are legalizing, and it was either they legalize and collect the tax revenue, or watch all those tax dollars drive over the border into the surrounding states and give their money elsewhere. And we all know New York's way too fucking greedy to let that happen. Exactly. That's what I said at the beginning of the year. I was like, there's no way that they're going to let this slip through their fingers this year because they want the money. They need the money. So,
money.
you know, in Cuomo's little crappy sliding tax scale for, you know, the amount of THC, like, I'm fine with the 13%. 13% ain't bad. That's actually not bad compared to the 20% that you got to pay on vapes.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Well, no, on vapes here in New York.
Oh, yeah, vapes in New York.
I need vape products 20% on top of the 8%. 28%. That's outrageous.
That's insane.
That is outrageous.
Dude, we need to dump some fucking tea out again.
We might end up seeing something like that with concentrates. Like, because concentrates are so high in THC, that's going to be on the high end of the taxation.
But at the same time, do we tax alcohol for proof?
Yeah, kind of.
We do?
Because
Everclear is not that pricey. It's like 180
Well, I'm
proof.
saying once you hit 14% alcohol, it's a different kind of tax bracket for alcohol.
Oh, okay. So liquor's taxed differently than beer is what you're saying, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah, wine and,
Oh, so I understand that. But like, I'm
actually,
talking about...
wine is taxed different too. So like, you're allowed to have a 0.5% either way. So a lot of people go to like 13.8 or 13.9 and be over like 14.3 or something like that. But because they advertise it as 13.8, they're allowed to be a 0.5% off.
But like, so is...
But if you advertise at 14 or
Okay.
once you hit 14, by law it bumps to another tax bracket,
Okay.
kind of sort of.
But so like, would Captain Morgan's being 80 proof be taxed different than Everclear?
actually, I think Captain Morgan's a 70.
70 proof, whatever.
I don't know.
But I'm just saying, would those two be taxed differently? That's the thing that I'm
just
thinking
know the
about. Like,
lower end.
all right. So like, I mean, I would expect like they're probably gonna put waxes and concentrates and stuff like that in a different tax bracket than flour, right? You would think,
Yeah, well,
you think there's gonna be different
The
classifications.
THC content is going to determine
The tax
tax.
bracket it goes.
Like
in.
the higher the THC, the higher your tax.
See, that actually makes more sense to me
So
now
ma-
because when I thought about it, I was like,
So
initially,
imagine
I
you
was
get like 96% distillate, right?
like, fuck yeah, dude.
So, it's
Game
supposed to be
changer.
It's something random.
so you get like something like that, right? Like it's 96% THC, okay? And so a tax on that would be fucking outrageous, bro. Like,
Fuck
you
yeah.
You take a gram of that, right? And you're taxed by the milligram.
Oh my God.
That better come with an enema.
Like think about this for just 1 second, okay? Like let's just do the math on let's take
What
1
was-
gram.
What was the?
Let's take 1 gram.
See, this is where we need a Jamie right now, so we can look up the actual.
I'm just saying, shit better be a
the
vibrating
tax
fucking
rate per milligram that
suppository.
they plan on doing, because then we could do the math and we can tell you right now exactly what the tax is going to look like on that.
It's
And
per
that's
per what gram? Per mil or per micro?
Jesus.
Milligram?
milligram.
God damn.
He's going to Google it. This is
yeah.
great.
Well, Google that
Yeah,
shit.
so
We'll talk more about
so we're
legalization
gonna
then.
so you know, regardless, you know, we're interested. We as a business,
That'd be
Skylar
awesome.
Glass Company, we're interested in expanding out into.
So a milligram is 0.001 grams.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Holy shit.
what kind of fictitious tax do you think?
You were talking about a 96% on a gram, so that would be
Yeah. So you take
960 milligrams and of THC times what? What is New York taxing per milligram? That's what we need to know.
Oh, and by the way, if anyone comes across this podcast here and has more information on it, and if we are completely wrong, we would love to be corrected.
Oh yeah,
We are never argumentative on shit like
we
this.
think we're on top of this because we're trying to start a dispensary, and it's it's
So quick-
involving. Oh yeah, that good, huh? That bad?
I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be close to like
Mind you,
you're
there's a
gonna be paying almost double.
the most
a
recent one
13.
says this excise tax will be 0.5 cents per milligram of THC for cannabis flower and 0.8 cents per milligram of THC for concentrated cannabis and 3 cents per milligram of THC for cannabis edibles.
Dude, we got to get the fucking
Hold on a
grams here.
second. So you're talking 0.8 cents.
Yep, hang on. So
So,
we'll do the math.
so you can do the math.
Yep,
It's
go
close
ahead.
enough to a penny, so that we can round it. 960 milligrams is what? A further 9.
He's got a calculator. We're gonna wait.
960 times 0.0.
0.8.
808.
0.8.
What is it? What is it?
We haven't even entered yet, dude. We're just having a great time right now.
What is it? 8 what?
$768 of taxes.
No. That's $7.
That's
That's $7.68.
You got to move the decimal point.
That's going to be a further $7.68 on top of, and that's for 1 gram.
Yes.
This is going to be for 1 gram.
So $7 per gram.
13. So whatever they're going to be selling it for.
Hang on one
I've been seeing it being sold in other states around us for $50 a gram.
So look, buddy.
Or
I see it's 3 decimals.
no,
I was doing it
no,
right.
$100
You guys are doing
a
it
gram.
wrong, is what I'm trying to tell you.
No, we're not.
That's fine with me.
They're not going to give us a fucking $900 or $700 fucking dollar.
Yeah, there's no way you're paying $760
on a gram of. No, you're wrong.
96%. That'd be.
You're wrong, buddy. It's $7.
It says 0.96 grams
Buddy.
is 960 milligrams.
It doesn't matter. Listen, you are not paying 700 plus on a gram of extract. You're wrong.
It's 0.8 of
It's
a penny.
$7 and something.
So it's
It
0.8.
cannot be. It
Maybe
cannot be
$100.
700.
Maybe $76
It cannot be 700.
if you put the decimal in the middle. But I don't think that you would be paying an extra 76. That
No.
just seems unreasonable.
No.
Especially at the if people are allowed to grow 6 mature plants and 6 immature at the same time. If you can just grow.
Oh, it's because you guys told me 0.8 when it should be 0.008.
What?
That's with the
No.
milligrams.
It's per penny.
Yes.
0.8.
0.8 cents. So we're doing by cents. That's 768 cents.
Yeah,
which
it's
is,
gonna.
which is,
but this is gonna
which
come
is
out more. accurate. Watch.
$7. Which is
Watch,
$7.
It's gonna be the exact answer you're
No,
saying
Billy,
right now. Watch.
Billy,
hit
the
the equal
pro-
button.
yeah.
Oh, it's
It's
right.
0.8 of a penny.
$7.68. That's exactly
Which is why I rounded it up to a penny to make it easier.
Guys, there's nothing to argue about here. If you do the math this way or your way, it comes out as the same answer. $7.68.
You guys were telling me to do 0.8, which was wrong.
Which is a
but
penny.
it still comes
0.8
out
of a penny.
But it still comes out as $768. But it's $7.60. We just, I mean, it was,
So that's all pennies right there.
Yeah.
That's 768 pennies.
We got
which
it,
is
and we're having a great
$7.68
time.
on a gram that they're probably
God
going to
damn.
charge $100 a gram for.
That's
insane.
$215 on an ounce, bro.
Holy fuck.
Wait, for flour?
No, this is the distance.
for the distillate.
Yeah, because we did the 0.8.
200.
So you
They're
take that-
they're not going to be selling ounces of distillate.
I'm just saying,
Well, of
like,
course, but we're just saying if
not to a
hypothetically-
retail customer. They
No.
they have to pay it.
That's a lot of money, man. Whew. But still, I'm still just excited that I'm sure they're gonna find ways to make it so people can still get locked up for it.
So
but-
wait a minute. What I'm more interested in is the flowers. What was the rate on the flour on the milligrams?
0.5. 0.5.
0.5 cents.
So that'd probably be like
so
what?
half a penny on per milligram.
What do you think about it? If it was $7.68
Yeah, but
for
if you get
0.8,
No, so
Yeah, but bro,
even the strongest weeds you get is like 30% THC.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, but
if you get a gram of weed and a third of it is THC,
You should
Then-
use 25. It just makes the math easier.
so do the math.
Most weeds are like 25% anyways. So you should use 25.
25% is about average. Yeah?
times 0.5.
20. Yep.
So 1 gram times 0.25 would be 0.25
So
times 0.005. You're talking like less than a penny, bro. You're talking like
no, what are you doing? 0.005. What are you doing that for?
That's how move these decimal places over. It's $1.25.
no,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yes,
It will be,
is.
dude.
It
Look
is.
at it from a price
I don't know
range.
what the hell you're
You're
doing.
doing the math right. You guys are both doing it right in a way, but you're not paying attention to what the decimal places you put in the multiplication thing. So you're going to be reasonably and just look at it from a dollars and cents line. If it
Yeah,
doesn't,
so-
if the number doesn't make sense, right? 125 makes sense. It's if it's 768 for distillate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean the numbers are going to come. Watch if you go back and figure out the equation the other way you want to do it. It's going to come out. Watch, it's going to come out the same exact way.
And you
Yeah.
multiply the gram times the 25%.
Yes,
Okay.
decimal. Remember, you're going to
So
have to move this
that is
over
how
again
much.
at the end.
That is how much
0.25.
THC is in this right here. Okay,
Okay,
which is
by the milligram,
I'm just telling you.
which
go-
is 1,000th of a gram. So you have to move decimal points, like you
It
said.
just doesn't make sense that you would have a less than. I mean, it's coming out. Let's just hit the 0.5. Watch.
We can tell we all
It'd be
fucking.
12
you can tell we all
okay,
went to
it'd be 12
Odessa.
cents.
Only 12-cent tax on a gram.
Yeah.
What?
I just don't see how the fall off could be that dramatic. I mean, from 35 to I see 125
because it's sliding.
I feel you.
It's sliding.
It's sliding two different things. It's
They're
sliding two different
taxing
things.
I just
the
believe
concentrates
I understand.
more.
I understand the
You're
taxing
taxing
more by
concentrates more, and also when you take
by a
this,
lot.
when
By
you take
like a lot.
this right here, the percentage of THC in this per gram is 25. So you
Okay.
only have 250 units
Okay.
here.
But the way I'm looking at it is like, so you look at this,
Times
like think of this like it's a
point-
six. Think of this like
a
it's a
half
six
a
pack.
cent. So what's half of that? So 12.5. So
I think
a
it'd be
dollar. So $1.25.
That's what I've been trying to say the whole time. I just don't think it's
yep.
12 cents.
No,
It's
it's $1.25 on
but
a
it came out
gram.
as 0.125. So we said 12. I
A
just
gram
think it
of
would be $1.25.
cannabis is going to get
That's what makes sense to me.
$1.25 on top of 13% of whatever the hell we're selling.
And
it
that sounds
for.
more realistic from the distillate for a distillate $7 and whatever cents we said. For flour, 125,
Which is okay.
per gram.
That's
not
okay.
terrible.
That's not bad.
That's not terrible. And that's really all I smoke anyway. But
It's either that or 12.5.
maybe.
No, I'm pretty sure it's that.
$1.25.
$4.37.
That's on a 8.
It's
On an
either
eighth,
it's
yeah.
it's
So
either
it'd be
12.
125 or around 125 for the.
I think
No,
it might be
it's
12. I think it might be 12.50.
It's 125. 12.50 on a gram
120.
when it's only $7 and something for the
$40 times.
distillate.
You can tell we went to Odessa.
Yeah, I'm
We're
just
having,
saying. I'm
like,
nearly positive it's 125.
I need my
to be
daughter,
exact.
who's like much more fresh at math than
No, I just need a whiteboard to write things down, so I'm not going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
right. That's all right. We're wasting a whole bunch of time on this podcast
Yeah.
just trying to figure out
Fucking
math.
right. So here's
We're
another
gonna
thing
I'm gonna
I
have to
wanted
cut out like the last
This
fucking
is-
20
all right.
minutes.
So this is something I wanted to discuss too. I was listening to this thing. So Major League Baseball moved their All-Star game, which I thought was fucking weird. Now, the last time an All-Star game got moved was because of trans laws in North Carolina. They refused to allow transgender people to use whatever bathroom they desired, you know? So the NBA All-Star
Oh,
game
we're
moved.
gonna do
But
this?
now, no, not discussing that at all. Not going where you think it's going. But Georgia just put a law in place that was that in order to vote, you need ID, an ID, just like a driver's license. Well, apparently that's considered raising a big stir right now because apparently it's racist, which I get it in context. They're comparing it to like the Jim Crow laws. Once we ended slavery, we're like, okay, but only you have to own land to be able to vote and stuff. Making it so black people can vote. I get that. That makes sense to me. But I thought everywhere you needed an ID to vote. Like, why don't you need one? I need ID to buy a cigarette. We're going to need ID to buy that. We're going to need ID to do everything, right? You know what I mean? And me, I mean, I'm 31. I didn't get my ID until I was like fucking 23, 24. You know, when I got out of prison, it was hell to prove who I was. So I get it. It can be tough. But don't you need an ID to work? Like, you need photo ID to be able to get a job. Yeah, I get it. You don't need an actual driver's license. You can go get a sheriff's ID or something like that.
It kind of depends on how flexible your employer is, because I know a certain farm in the area.
Of course, they hire illegal immigrants. Everyone knows that. It's cool.
They hire a whole lot of illegal
That's good, dude.
immigrants.
He made a fucking soccer field for them motherfuckers too, bro. Them motherfuckers get done, they get to play soccer, bro. That shit is lit too. If you stop and watch a game, bro, them motherfuckers are pretty nice, bro. They get out there, bro. I'm talking like
hell you
full on
know?
soccer game. It's up on So if you go up to
Right
the four
across
corners and you turn
Memphis.
left, dude, they got a fucking head over towards
across from
Memphis.
Memphis,
Yeah,
bro.
he got a whole soccer field, bro. We'll go watch a game sometime. Put bet on it or something, bro. Great time.
Only if the wind is blowing the right way.
Yeah, dude, it's just oh, you're a scumbag. But yeah, dude, that does
What?
smell
No!
like shit up there.
It does.
smell
It
up
smells
there.
like shit
Yeah, no,
up
I
there.
get
What
it.
I'm saying-
I get it.
I'm not talking about the Mexicans. I'm talking about the fucking... You asshole. He's the one that did it.
That was, you did it. I
You
didn't
did
bring
it.
up the
No,
I
I
said
did
that.
not.
Bro. You
You-
did it.
you
Dude.
said-
Don't try and blame me again.
No.
This is not my
It's
fault
the,
this
it's
time.
the shit pit.
But anyway, so I just
Here's
don't.
the pit.
I just don't think it's racist to require ID. I just don't know. I mean, I get it if it's gonna keep people down, but shouldn't we? The bigger thing, if black people are having trouble getting IDs, shouldn't we make it easier to get fucking IDs? Because it is hell. This is what I'm trying to say. A New York State ID, all right. So you have to get like all these different points of proof, right? So you can have your social security card, your birth certificate. It's still nowhere near a fucking enough.
Yeah.
And me, I came home from prison, right? And I still.
They did make it
Dude,
pretty hard.
and I didn't even I still don't have much going for me at 31. So when I got out of prison at 21, you know, it's it's something compared to. I couldn't prove who the fuck I was to get an ID. It was so much work. I literally went to the DMV 3 or 4 different times and like, oh, this isn't gonna be enough. I went there with a shoebox full of all my prison letters and shit like that. I dumped this shit on the desk. I said, is this enough? This is me. This is a letter from my mom. She's super sad because I was in fucking prison. It's me. I was just property of the state. What do you mean I can't use this fucking prison ID to just get a fucking other ID? I was literally your property. And no, get the fucking ID.
We're literally their property, just walking around.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So shit.
Just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
that social
security number. I
know.
Here we go.
You saw, man. That's a whole nother fucking podcast.
Yeah,
man.
but yeah,
that's a whole nother podcast.
No, so like, shouldn't we just make it easier to get identification, like to prove who you are? Like, it shouldn't be that difficult. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck, dude. Some people have it down to a science because some people can prove that they're me and steal my ID.
No shit.
And I can't even prove that I'm fucking me. And I'm really me. I got the tiny dick to prove it.
When they steal your ID, they don't steal like the governmental part of it that you're trying to use function of your ID. They steal the financial function of your ID, and that's what they steal. And that's all they care about. They don't give two flying fucks about trying to become like Tommy Aldrich to get a fucking passport to go between here and Georgia, bro. Like, they want Tommy Aldrich because you're worth $20K to them on a credit line that they can take out and fucking burn that shit real quick.
Yes.
And then they're gonna go over here and
they will do
him
that
for
too.
like $60K.
I wish I was smarter.
They don't care about your driver's license. They don't care about like trying to get.
I wish I was smarter. I'd be out there doing fucking cool crimes like that. But yeah, dude. It's fucking exciting. Another
like real drugs, bro.
Oh, here's another thing. This is a little more local, and I thought this was funny as fuck because I'm reading down, scrolling through my Facebook, and I get something about EPD, and I'm like, "What's Elmira Police Department worried about? What's the Elmira Police Department worried about? Can you take a guess at what was the big fucking topic today that they're mad about?
Erectile penile dysfunction.
I wish I need a solution for that.
That was
you have a guess, sir.
The EPD.
No, EPD had nothing to do with erectile dysfunction. They took
Elmira Police Department.
EPD.
Oh, hell yeah.
Erectile penis
dysfunction. Hell yeah, that could be their name. But no.
Oh.
I got it now. No, that could be my name.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about me with my penis dysfunction. I thought you said that was my nickname.
No,
you were picking on Elmira Police Department, calling them that. It's funnier if you insulted me. It is. I realize that when you look at both sides of it, it is funnier if you insulted me, and that was my new nickname, EPD. But yeah,
so new nickname, right?
So there,
yo EPD.
So there's been at least 5 shootings in the city, right, since January 1st. I feel comfortable saying that at least 5, right?
Yeah, at least.
At least. So, and like, dude, there's like, they're worried about skateboarding.
I saw that.
Yeah, they made an.
I saw that.
They made an announcement just to say, hey guys, skateboarding in the city's still illegal. Use the fucking skate park. And my question is, dude, why are these kids out there skateboarding when there's so much meth in the city? You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine them saying, hey guys, murder's illegal and shooting people's illegal. Why don't y'all turn your guns in?
I
have heard that before. I mean, I believe a whole country did that, right? Europe? They do that?
No, you know what? There was a sheriff's department that put out a troll notice. They're like,
I like trolls.
They're like, hey, turn in your illegal firearms. We'll give you such and such, a free room or something like that. And some dumb motherfucker brought in his firearm with a scratched off serial number or whatnot. He says, yeah, man, here. And they arrested him and throw him in jail. Gave him a free room.
That's entrapment.
No, it isn't. They gave him a free room.
That's funny as hell. But yeah,
they said they'd hook him up with like a place to stay or something.
Everything that happens in our country is entrapment when it comes to law enforcement. A police officer hiding behind bushes to catch speeders. It's entrapment. He's not. You don't know he's there. They don't announce it, you know what I mean? Or people probably wouldn't speed. They do, everything is done to try to catch somebody, so it's all entrapment. You know what I mean? They're trying to trick you and catch into getting caught doing something wrong. So really, when you look at it all, the whole idea of law enforcement is pretty much all entrapment.
So it was like the other post that was made. There was another post that was made. I think it was not Cortland, but I think it was Syracuse police. Mm-hmm. They said that there was tainted meth floating around.
Oh, I saw something.
And to bring your meth in.
Hell yeah.
And we would check it, make sure it's okay for you.
Dude, I saw a funny comment under one of
And
those.
just fucking arresting people left and right and bringing their fucking meth in.
I'm sure they probably got a couple people. I don't know. Not many people are bringing their meth in to get it looked at because they're going to use it all.
I don't know, man.
Maybe, dude. I was a meth junkie to the core, dude. You could probably convince me to anything.
That's kind of fucked up with the
people
fentanyl
are pretty
epidemic and people
stupid.
getting their meth cut with fentanyl and other shit and stuff.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
I mean, that's really fucked up to do.
Dude, people have died from weed cut
Like,
with
people
fentanyl.
are supposed to be able to trust the
Yeah,
police,
what
and
the
then you go
fuck?
and do
And
something like that, bro.
That's something that you
scumbag
need to
shit.
watch
Police,
out for.
but police do scumbag shit. Their hearts, they think their heart's in the right place, you know. But we see my thing with our country, the way it's set up is what we're doing doesn't work, you know. As far as the criminal justice system, I mean, it's all bullshit. We know it's all bullshit. But just speaking to the general population, you know what I mean? It just isn't working. Recidivism rate has been crazy forever, and what we do doesn't work. So why don't we try something different? Anytime you try something different, everyone laughs at you. This thing, Ithaca's gonna go try and do, I support it 100%.
What?
The defunding of the police.
Do we?
Oh.
Billy and I actually met somebody that's a living proof of defund the police. He showed up and actually showed up to our shop, but we were chatting with a guy for a little bit, and we're like, "What do you do?" Because he shows up, he's got this like official badge on, and it says like State Service Processor, and I was like, "Oh shit!" What the
Yeah, like
I'm
a real
like, shit,
official
who the fuck
looking.
is this guy? He works for the state. Oh shit! And he's a processor. I'm like, what are you? He's like, you know, like if you got like debt collections or if you got to go to family court or something like that, you know, like I come serve your notice. I'm like, the police don't do that? He goes, no, I do that now. I was like, that's fucking awesome, bro. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like that is fucking awesome. So you are literally like what defund the police looks like. They're not talking about like taking money from the police. They're talking about like they're saying like, okay, like the police don't need to be doing this service. We'll outsource this to the cheapest source possible as the state service, so that the people that are getting served these papers aren't getting PTSD from a police officer who may have assaulted them in the past, serving them these papers.
I've been saying this forever. Like,
whoever crazy awesome. Like,
who was the marketing person behind the name of defund the police? Because it's a horrible name.
It's a horrible name.
Because it comes off as it's not what they're doing. They're just changing who does certain jobs so the police officers don't have to do everything. So they don't have to do. This is the one time I will sympathize with the. Honestly, maybe if there is a time where I have to sympathize, then I have to sympathize. But they are asked to do a fucking lot. You're asked to deal with from a possible murder case to a fucking butt naked autistic kid fucking with a fucking giant butcher knife, and you have to be able to handle those things, no matter how you fucking feel that day. So let's take a little bit of that middle ground shit off your fucking plate. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe let's bring a fucking social worker. You can be there too. But my thing is, there's most situations. Have you ever been in a situation where a gun fucking calmed it down? Someone with a gun on their belt calmed it down? It escalates it. When you bring a weapon to a situation, it escalates every situation. It's common fucking sense, pretty much.
Depends. If you got some nut fucking shooting up a place and one good citizen with a gun puts one bullet into that bad guy, situation's over.
Okay. I believe the opposite effect happens more times than not, though, where the fucking one citizen's there to somebody gets killed because someone's overzealous with their gun, right? Because they have it on their fucking waist and they're there at a hyped up situation.
Usually responsible gun owners are exactly that.
I'm not talking about responsible gun owners. I'm talking about police officers.
Oh. Oh, shit.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about people who get in a situation where, as an authority figure, when you talk to somebody, what do you say? I say, you're going to do what the fuck I say, and you're going to listen to me right fucking now, and you got a gun, and I don't fucking listen to you. Now, you're already up there. You already have your weapon drawn. Yeah, but some people are combative. Bro, I don't have to listen to everything you say. It's my right as a U.S. citizen. Tax dollars pay your job. You don't have the rights to just tell. And I hate those people who comment under, you just got to listen to the fucking police. The fuck you do. If they didn't have a right to pull you over, you can stand up for yourself. You don't have to be a belligerent dickhead or try to fight them. You don't have to talk to them.
9 times out of 10, the people that say that have never been bullied by the police.
I still get into it. They can tell me whatever they want. I'll do it too because I'm a little bitch.
Well,
no, they scare me.
Like these people that are saying, just do what they say and you'll be fine.
Doesn't always work that way.
It does not always work that way. And like I said, those people that talking like that, they've never had to deal with an asshole cop that thinks he's fucking Superman and just wants to be a giant dickhead that day and swing his authoritative dick around and hit you in the face.
I would like to say, just to be completely open with everybody on this, the one time I did get the shit kicked out of me by the police, I earned it. I hit him first. They all whooped the fuck out of me. 15 years old, dude. It's a good time.
Hey, buddy, can you be here? Because I don't want to squeeze through the camera. My wooden tray.
But yeah.
So yeah, let's get the wooden tray. The wooden tray gets to get broke out.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So we know there's absolutely nothing illegal on the wooden tray. This is all falls within the laws of New York State.
And that sounds like a perfect time to talk about fish cum.
What in the fuck?
Oh, bro, dude, no, I went fishing this week. And I mean, I've gone fishing before, trout fishing, like in the creek, trying to catch them. And I've never been able to get them, bro. Dude, I caught 2 trout. And the second one I caught, I was like, trying to figure out what, like, my dad asked me what it was, whether it was a male or female. I'm like, how the fuck do I know? He's like, well, should it have eggs? I'm like, I don't think there's fucking eggs in it. Dude, he comes over, fucking rubs its belly. Dude, this fish busted all over me, bud.
What?
Oh my God, I was in heaven. It was a dream come true, dude. It was like a boy it was like a fat kid in a candy shop, bro. I was so happy. There was cum everywhere. Oh, dude, it was crazy.
That is the most disgusting
But
thing.
No, but really,
what kind of fish was it?
It was a trout. Yeah, dude, it was a brown trout. I was excited as fuck, dude.
You had a brown trout?
Dude, I was so happy, dude. And then he came all over me, dude. But honestly, dude, it was the most attention I got in a while, so I'm cool with it. But you know, dude, no. But I am really excited that I found, dude, because that is a little different type of fish, and it's kind of difficult to get down in there and fucking, because you see him, then you got to try and catch him, because you got to catch him in the mouth, you know what I mean, or else you fucking run a risk of getting fucking arrested. Jesus Christ. I ain't trying to get arrested for fucking fishing, dude. That's
Foul
fucking
hook,
crazy. After everything I've been in trouble for, dude, can you picture that's fucking...
That's what
took him down. That's what really put Big Tom out of commission.
Foul hook.
All them fucking fines from
Put
that
Bobby
fucking,
Hill out of commission.
That fucking fishing. Bobby Hill couldn't do no more. No, that makes me turn back into Bobby Hill. Because the only way you turn back into Bobby Hill is if you're locked up. Nobody out here calls me that shit, dude. Thank God. But,
Yo, EPD.
EPD. Yeah, dude, that's what all my hoes call me. You know what I'm saying? Erectile penis dysfunction. That's my motherfucking name. Are you Ellie? That's Ja Rule. But yeah, so I have ED, and that's cool. Because I'm taking back my voice today, and I am going to be a more powerful man for it.
Hashtag.
And yes, me too. Me too.
Hashtag little blue pill.
A little blue pill. I have little white ones because they're generic and they don't cost as much as the little blue ones. But you know what I mean? I would like to say that too. Stop discriminating, ladies. Like, dude, some of us, yeah, we got small penises. Some of them work good, but we're pretty nice guys, bro. Quit being bitches about it. Like, everyone wants to pick on a guy for having a small penis. You don't hear us out here fucking Susie Q's got a huge pussy. You know what I mean? That's another thing that pisses me off too. Like, fucking fellas, we gotta be more honest. Like, I'm an honest man. I'm fucking realistic about myself, right? And I realize it, dude. And I feel like other men out there with small penises realize it too, because we're forced to realize that we do. Because girls openly talk about it and bash it, right? And like, dude, they'll tell their girlfriend right after they have sex with you, like, about it, right? But every girl out there in the world, have you ever met a girl that thought she had some shitty pussy? Not a one, not a goddamn one, and it's all because all of us are pieces of shit and we lie. Because some of them is, some of it's trash, and you know it's trash because, well, you didn't marry them, you didn't even date them, you didn't even try to see them again. You know what I mean? So seriously, here you are telling me you got the bomb diggity, and it's just not true.
Well,
it'd be like me sitting here saying I'm the greatest lover of all time. It's just not true. It's fucking horseshit. I'd be delusional.
Well,
I've had girls tell me I'm amazing.
Another thing is that women actually have the power to do something about that.
Kegels and shit, dude. I can't do nothing, bro.
We can't do no exercises to make our fucking dicks bigger.
Are you kidding me, dude? I've been putting a paper chip bag clip on it and stretching it for years.
I've been pulling on it for years.
Tight, yanking and everything, dude. Slamming in doors.
Yanking on it for years.
Dude, I did see something where they said like a bee sting to the penis could make it bigger.
I'm sure you guys would have said $9.99 after this video.
No, you're a fucking liar, dude. You fucking friends don't do that to friends. That's a fucking pyramid scheme. That's fucking horseshit, dude. I've already done research into it, dude. I looked it up. Don't you dare get my hopes up. You're supposed to be a friend. You're supposed to be a friend. They increase blood flow. That's about it. Your erection gets a little bigger. I don't know.
Oh, it's a thing of my microphone.
Well, I think it's still gonna work. But yeah, dude. So I just think like ladies need to be more realistic too. You know what I mean? Like we're over here dealing with body dysphoria or whatever the fuck they call it too. You know, it's not you guys just over here talking about, oh, guys always want me to be skinny. Guys always want me to do this. Well, bitch, you're fucking masturbating with a goddamn fucking
cucumber.
No, you're messing with a clitoris vibrator of 3,000 that looks like you could fucking mash fucking mashed potatoes with it too. At the same time,
it comes around like it swirls around.
So they got that for the pussy, and then they got for the clitoris that little pancake mixer.
Yeah. You wonder why a normal penis can't make you come.
That's why I'm cool with finishing in 30 seconds and going back downstairs and watching TV and letting her take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Love is love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got that. Like, I can't compete with it, so I'm just trying to do my business and taking it on the, letting you take it on the chin hypothetically, and I'm gonna head out. And you know what I mean? And you can, and you can just take care of that with your fucking turkey baster and shit. Fucking Christ, dude.
Do you want to take one?
Fuck, dude. I'll do one. Why not, dude? Right? Okay.
That's the live rosin.
Just blow this thing off?
Oh, live rosin. Very tasty.
I was excited. Yeah, but so that was my story about fish coming. It's a good time. Have you guys ever had fish come on you? Or any other animal?
I've had old fish eggs.
Those, you've grown up on a farm, dude. No goats, nothing. Farms are weird places, man. Animals do weird shit, dude. I've watched animals try to mount humans and everything. Fuck.
That was a great question. Oh my god.
We're talking about eating animals or
no, I'm talking about like seeing if there's like, dude, any waste, like sperm shit, any weird animal stuff in the weird places.
I turned the farm into the farm, bro, and
bitch.
Bro, you're doing great dropping things. Tom, bro, like I went through this phase where I was killing different animals.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I had a farm, bro. Like,
I know you did.
We eat them, right? So like,
I know.
Like we butcher the animals up, and
I mean,
you're fine.
So we had gotten some. We butchered a calf. We got some ribs. We put those on the grill, and
that's veal, right? Calf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Veal.
Delicious. I've heard. I've only had it in prison, and that's not real veal.
That's not veal.
That's mystery meat. And not the not the mystery meat that's waiting for you back at your cell.
Normally, I'm not a big fan of like killing like something like that small, but the thing was blind and deaf, and it was just.
What'd you name it?
No.
What'd you name it?
Fucking burgers, bro.
Helen Keller. Oh, burgers is better.
So, anyways, it was on the grill. We're having these ribs, and I'm butchering a goat out there. Ooh. And we're talking about like different body parts that I'd eaten throughout the years. And I was like, like my friend suggested I eat some kidneys. I've had some kidneys. I've had the sweet. I've had like all kinds of these different things. And we're talking, and I was like, like the one thing I've never really had before is the testicles. And so my grandfather scoops up the fucking testicles because I'm butchering a male goat and throws them on the fucking grill, bro.
Goat testicles
on the grill, bro.
Now,
like
I have heard that goat testicles are like a thing. Didn't they do that on Fear Factor?
Like Rocky Mouse.
Yeah. Like, it's a thing somewhere else in the world, and they actually did it on Fear Factor. # Joe Rogan. A little shout out to the man himself.
I'm trying to figure out how I get bashed for getting fish come on me when I'm fishing, but over here all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, I fucking ate some goat nut," and Billy's over here like, "Oh yeah, it sounds it's a fucking delicacy in some places. Joe Rogan loved it on Fear Factor." Fuck you guys. I went fishing. A fish's belly got rubbed and I got a nut busted on me. I fucking made it funny and I get ridiculed and shamed. Doze is like, "Yeah, I fucking bit into goat nut like it was nothing," and Billy's like, "Hell yeah, I'd do the same thing, bro." I love that support though.
I don't. For the record, I don't think I would eat goat testicles.
So, bro,
only the dick.
So we took it. No, the story is better, guys. So
I'm ready,
so we
bro.
take it in the house, right? So my grandfather's already gotten like me and one of my other brothers like committed on this ponied up because we'd said like if somebody prepared it we'd try.
Oh no!
So he snatched him up, he put him on the grill. So we go in the house and I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like I'm the kind of guy that like if I'm gonna do it at the family dinner, like I'm gonna try to make everybody do it.
So, fuck yeah, dude! You're putting in the gravy.
Pops threw it out to me. No, I didn't throw it in the gravy, bro. So like we're slicing everything up and so we slice up the meat and give everybody the ribs and I go around and I'm like tossing everybody a little chunk of this fucking
That's amazing, dude. I love it, dude.
Fantastic.
So yeah, dude. His story gets worse. Yep, let's keep going.
So I pop in and I'm like, my God, this is fucking horrible. It's like fucking like goat busty like tofu is fucking gross. But like
buddy, are you actually? He's actually gagging.
I know, dude.
He's really gagging.
If you like puke on my dude, if you puke on my foot right now, it's the closest thing to anybody
so hang on, bro.
puke on me in a hot way.
So we're sitting there and this one person goes, this is this is really freaking good.
What? Who was it? No, wait, no. You can't do names. We can't do names. We're on the podcast. We can't do names.
Bro.
We can't do names.
So we're all like,
but I'm still curious. You have to tell me after.
I'm still.
You have to tell me after.
They got no idea that this is goat nut, bro. And they're like, oh, this is so great. And like the rest of the family is all like dying, bro.
Oh my God!
Like we're dying.
Because it's like I think I know who it is too.
And they're like, wait, guys, don't tell me it's goat nut. And we're like, fine, we won't tell you it's goat nut.
Oh my God, dude. So that's a wonderful story, but I would like to point out again that not only did he fucking eat goat nut, he made it worse. And the story went to him feeding goat nut to his whole family. And what do you say? What do you say? Yes, bro.
Well, dude, you know why?
I get fish come on me accidentally.
He did a Hannibal Lecter thing. He did a Hannibal Lecter thing.
I understand that.
He sat down with the whole family and was like, here's this mystery meat right here. I'm going to feed every one of you guys this. Isn't that yummy? Oh, yeah, that's a delicacy, don't you know? That's a very rare thing you're eating right now.
I love your brain. I love your brain, Wild Bill. That fucking, fish comes on me accidentally while fishing. Oh, I didn't do grossest fucking thing you've ever heard. Fucking Hannibal. You're over here comparing things to Hannibal Lecter. That man ate people. Are you saying fish comes worse than eating human beings?
He fed his guests people too. That's what I'm talking about. It's like when Hannibal Lecter had his dinner parties, he would feed.
That's so gross.
He would feed these people.
I only watched the Silence of the Lambs part.
You only watch it? Oh no, you gotta watch it.
Like, dude, when he fucking throws the nut at her, dude. That shit. That's so gross. That's so gross.
No, you gotta watch the other ones and definitely check out the TV series.
Dude, I only watched it for a while. Buffalo Bill.
Mads Mikkelsen did a really good job. Like, don't get me wrong, Anthony Hopkins is
a beast.
And I absolutely love him as Hannibal Lecter, but Mads Mikkelsen really did a good job in the series. Nice. It was a very well done series, very twisted, very fucked up.
Oh, here's another thing I want to ask you guys too, because I just want to get your thoughts on it. So they're noticing in places that haven't really started opening back up, they're noticing more spikes in COVID again.
It's weird.
Whereas the places that have opened right up, like they may have spiked at first, but the places that have opened back up are noticing numbers plummeting. So I don't know. Are we opening back up? Like, do you think it's? I think it might be over, man. I'm
hoping that it's over. This has been going on for entirely too long.
But then it comes to the discussion: do you have to carry vaccine papers around and get vaccinated in order to go places? That's too far for me.
See, that's taking it way too far.
Because I'm sorry, if there's one more old person out there, and honest to God, honestly, now that we've slowed the curve, a lot of these vaccines, if they really are helpful vaccines, need to go to other countries. There's some small developing countries out there that only got like 4 shots.
We're over here bragging about 200 million fucking shots. There's other countries got 4 shots for their whole population.
Well, then again,
crazy.
We also are probably the most infected of.
I just thought of something.
Of the other country. Like, the other countries handled this really, really well, and they kept their infected number down this is all theoretical if the whole goddamn thing's real in the first place. I'm not 100% sold either fucking way. But my opinions do not reflect those of the company or anybody else here.
I believe that is a real virus.
So,
but it was created to do this.
But that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other conversation. But the other countries did a really good job at curbing everything really, really quickly. Apparently, we suck. And we need a little bit more attention than...
There's one thing you're not taking into account. A lot of them, like, don't get me wrong, at first... we're only focused on... Are we only talking about developed countries right now? Because obviously developing countries did a great job because nobody got COVID because you can't afford medical treatment to test anyone for COVID because there's no hospitals and stuff.
COVID's a rich people disease.
But I did also find out, guys, while we were talking, I figured out... Oh, shit, what was the joke? It was a great fucking joke. Oh, this is why we don't need to send them any vaccines. Because we tested it on all of them, right? Isn't that what we do? You guys remember Pfizer and Moderna, what they did in 2012? They started a whole fucking polio pandemic over in the country of Chad with children with their liquid polio vaccine. They were giving it to them. They infected a whole new fucking... In Chad, the country of Chad, testing their fucking... They've been in trouble for this so many times for testing it on... Why are people so, like...
Why would you trust them?
I just don't...
They have a history of being
people's moral compasses are shot, dude. My moral compass is shot, too. But, like... That doesn't make sense to me. Like,
this thing isn't even tested. It's not even been proven safe. Like, why would you want to be a guinea pig? Somebody in my family, very, very close to me, went and got the shot, and I do not trust. I don't trust the government in the first place. I trust even less. The FDA, I trust these vaccines,
So here's my thing on it. They say if you want to believe the news and what they say that once you get vaccinated, the only danger you have is giving it to somebody else because you could carry it and not have the symptoms of it because you've been vaccinated. So basically, once you get vaccinated, the only person in danger is me. So I should be allowed my freedom of choice.
Right.
To not do it if I don't want to.
Why on fucking earth?
Let me get sick.
Why on earth? If your vaccine works, how am I a threat to you? If I don't want to get the vaccine,
you're a threat to me.
Why?
They're a threat to me.
Yeah. If you get vaccinated, and I don't.
Exactly.
How am I a threat to you? If your vaccine works. I'm risking my own damn self, and that should be my own prerogative and my own right. It's my body. It's my life. Why all of a sudden is this not our choice?
I'm definitely
I thought we were just doing this my body, my choice thing.
Yes.
Does that only apply to
abortions?
Fetuses and abortions?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that, my body, my choice should blanket cover just about everything that has to do with our bodies, don't you think? Including... what is it?
Transgender rights?
Well, there's...
I support it. I support rights for everyone.
Why do you got to do that to me?
Why you got to go... Bro. You said my body, my choice.
I was thinking circumcision. Male circumcision.
Somebody messed mine up.
Male genital mutilation?
Word. I didn't want my son to be circumcised. And his mother did. And she went ahead and had it done. And it really pissed me off.
Bro.
I'm not going to lie.
Bro.
But
around here, man, come on, seriously, you're going to send your kid to school as the kid with the weird-looking dick?
The kid with the weird-looking dick?
Bro, that's only here in the States, bro. You
realize,
okay.
You realize anywhere else in the world, we're the weird ones?
Yeah. Have you guys, you guys will eventually earn enough money to be able to go take off and go see the whole entire world and get to...
I've actually been to some other countries.
Good. You guys have. Me, maybe not. So I'm only, but all you hear about girls talking about, when they talk about uncircumcised penis is usually it's a fucking freak out response. Because it's a weird looking dick. You gotta fucking flip the...
No, it's more like they're not used to it. They're not used to it because...
Smegma if you don't...
this is the only country in the world that does that for aesthetic purposes.
Dude, but I have a circumcised penis. I'm gonna be on Team Cirque, son.
Well, so am I.
Team Cirque,
so, no, listen. I'm circumcised and I'm anti-circumcision.
I'm just saying,
I wish I still had my fucking foreskin.
I have friends that came
for marbles.
No,
store marbles.
It's a part of my dick, dude.
I would like my foreskin too. I want anything that I can have.
Yeah, that was part of my body.
What were you saying?
I have some friends that came from another country where circumcisions aren't really a thing. I mean, like if you're certain religions are like you must circumcise your kids, but the majority of the men in those countries don't circumcise, but they got enough hygienic infrastructure where it's not a problem.
Okay.
Like certain countries, you absolutely it's better to circumcise than not because you just don't have the hygienic thing, and it's easier to keep shit cleaner if you ain't got to clean shit out of there.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. But if you have the correct hygienic infrastructure where you have clean water, you can wash this shit on the regular, bro. Like, you don't necessarily need to have the tip of your dick snipped off.
Yeah, no.
Because some chick thinks it looks better.
But isn't it just...
Yeah. No,
it's just the skin, right? It's not the actual dick. Like,
there's over like 100,000 nerve endings in.
I don't know, dude. Everything is weird. See, when you bring up that, dude, just to make it so like a chick thinks it looks cool, right? You know what I mean? How many... You know, I mean, but that's at the, yeah. Never mind. I just made my own argument there. I'm not even gonna bother making a statement. I was gonna go with the like, yeah, but girls like change their tits and everything. But that's it when you're at an age to make a choice. We're talking about it happening to babies without a choice. I get it. My argument. I would like to tell you that
right, like,
you just did plenty to change my mind. I was not steadfast in an opinion. I have not thought my This is another one. You've caught me in about fucking 4 of them already today, bud. I mean, I don't know how many times we're going to do this where we go fucking in depth on things. I literally just shout shit out to shout shit out. So I was not steadfast in the circumcision belief. You know what I mean? Bro, like, once you guys said boom, I'm like, okay, I probably am.
It should definitely be their choice as to like whether or not to get circumcised.
There is literally not. How many men do you know that would be like at 18? Like,
it would be like any age of man growth.
So so some religions,
nobody's touching my dick.
It's a thing where
you're not cutting off a fucking part of my dick.
I just said nobody's touching my dick.
So some guys convert to certain religions
when
they're
Judaism.
older, and they're like it's part of the religion. It's snippy time. They're like, okay, and I respect that if that's your thing, and it's like,
wait, just
more power to you for as a man saying that I want to do this for my religion and my wife.
God
and
needs
for any reason.
Wait,
for any reason.
So wait, can you not get in the kingdom of heaven without foreskin?
It was part of the covenant with Abraham and God.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, wait, what?
Your dick looks weird, bud. Get rid of it. Is that what God said?
It was part of the covenant with God and Abraham.
Yeah.
So the Islamic religion, the Judaism religion, and the Christian religion all trace their heritage back there.
Yeah, of course.
But there's
so they're basically just saying, man, so God made man perfect in his image except his dick.
Well, no. You gotta understand that the early religion was actually a way in order to have social structure and enforce certain rules in order to make you live longer.
And also remember back then that same reason for
snippy, right? And you're a traveling caravan and you don't have the hygienic infrastructure we're talking about, like running water, and you're going like months without being able to wash your dick.
And it's moist down there.
Okay, like how fucking nasty is it gonna
be? Dude, if you don't shake it enough, you still
So God said you should get rid of the thing there. You will have no cheese. Life will be better.
Church's way of manipulation, right? I love that.
How did God know that?
Same reason for pork, right?
How did God know that would work? And you wouldn't fucking just bleed to death?
I believe the point he's making, you're saying that the church was manipulating.
I'm saying that the church uses its rules, its storybook of God, in order to make you do things that are better for you.
Yeah.
At that time.
Like, don't eat pork.
Like, don't eat pork was a really big thing because at the time, like, you get worms and shit.
Well, it's still supposedly...
Or in the Bible,
I fucking love bacon, bro.
So do I.
Or
I'm not gonna pretend like I don't eat pork. But from everything that I've understood is that we definitely shouldn't be eating.
I mean, why do you think he said don't have sex with other men? God knew AIDS was coming. I'm just saying, bro. Like, I'm just saying. Well, and disease. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. It was a solid joke in my head.
Was it?
It was.
Because it didn't come out as such.
And I was saying, like, what? Because it was unhealthy for you. I mean, statistically speaking, never mind. I'm not gonna hunker down on this opinion. No. We're gonna move forward.
Yeah, we're gonna move forward.
I mean, but statistically speaking, a whole group of people almost got wiped out in the early '90s, and nobody put a fucking mask on once. But like, I mean, nobody cared. Like, why did no? Like, I mean, really didn't bat an eyelash at AIDS, right? Did we? Not really.
Not really.
Because who was it affecting?
There was a scare.
Who was it affecting? Who was it affecting? Like, the homosexual community,
Most
IV drug user community, which was mainly
As
the poor
far
African
as-
American communities. Now it's bridged worldwide. There's IV drug users in every single fucking community, but largely back in those days, it was only in minority communities, and But that's why it's a problem now, because it's reached white America. Once stuff reached white America, that's when it becomes a problem. But AIDS was only affecting homosexuals, minorities, and fucking kids like Ryan White, hemophiliacs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so nobody fucking cared back then. Like, now that, but all of a sudden, like, fucking your grandma's dying of fucking opiate addictions. Now we gotta curb these fucking crises. But meanwhile, in a lab somewhere, they created fucking fentanyl recently.
Oh my god!
All these drugs are fucking
Talk
manufactured
about a
in
drug that
labs.
shouldn't exist.
Everything is made to happen the way it is. All these drugs are flooded into our communities as part of a fucking plan. And some of us fall victim to that plan. I wouldn't have his name. But I mean, I'm just saying, it just seems like an organized plan, like an organized scheme. People are making money. I mean, and when the CIA comes out and admits that they were trafficking cocaine in the 80s, then reasonably we can assume that they're trafficking crystal methamphetamines in the 2020s, where it's mass produced in Mexico and coming across our borders like crazy. But no, the logical mind can't say that. Now the regular human brain can look at me and be like, you're a fucking criminal, you're a drug addict, you're a piece of shit, you'll never fucking change. But every 4 years they're like, oh, my government's changing. Oh, it's getting better. Everything's going to get better. The world is going to be a better place. But you, as a singular individual, you will never fucking change.
It's because we treat it like football and wrestling, bro.
It's wonderful. It's all a show.
We treat it like wrestling.
None of it's real.
Dude, that's a good analogy right there.
We treat it like wrestling, man.
I love it. I saw this meme. It's my favorite meme.
Yeah, professional.
It is.
Great big professional
Trump,
bullshit.
Trump exposed that.
Shit, dude.
Trump exposed that for what it was, and he still has a huge following of people who are over. I hear
he's coming out with his own
own news network, and I support him for it, dude. Like, good for you.
He's a hell of a hustler, bro. I mean,
well, anybody should have a right to be a politician, whatever. I don't give a fuck, dude. And if you can generate people and support, good for you.
Well, so here's the thing: is that he is going to be eligible to run
again
because they tried to impeach him and they failed.
Him versus Kamala, right?
Yeah, I actually thought that was pretty funny. Like, I'm not saying
this man is slick as fuck.
He is. Like,
I'm anti-government, by the way. I don't support anyone.
It's almost impressive. Like, the guy's an idiot. For sure, he should not have had, access to the nuclear launch codes. Because and Bush wasn't much better.
No,
I'm
Bush
just saying,
horrible.
Bush and Trump were
But Cheney was controlling Bush.
But at least Trump was funny.
I don't support, like I said, I don't support Trump, but I don't know if we can call him an idiot.
The guy could work a crowd. Some of the things that I watched him say, man, like...
I mean, I get it. He says stupid things, but he literally he won presidency for 4 years and now has set himself up in another position to possibly run again. Like, I mean, the things he's done in life, like, granted, it's fucking crazy how he's done it, but how you reach an achievement doesn't really matter, but you still achieved it, you know what I mean? So we can't be like, oh, Barack Obama did this and he became president, or anybody, George Washington. Dude, Donald Trump literally did the same thing that Abraham Lincoln did and became president. He didn't free the slaves. He kind of helped us with an opposite effect here, but for a hateful thing. But still, the American people elected him. And honestly, with this election, a lot of fuckery and weirdness in it, dude.
I will give him credit for this much. There was the beginning of and quite a bit of busting of human trafficking.
Yes,
human trafficking and child trafficking.
And
he took down a lot of that on his watch.
And a lot of our presence in the Middle East was getting moved out.
And Epstein, the whole Epstein thing happened while he was in office, and that was pretty big.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe he killed himself. That was sad.
He did not freaking kill him, so let's not even...
Dude, he definitely did. Dude, he was on suicide watch, and he was able to get 8 fucking orange jumpsuits and fucking stream himself up. Dude, then nobody saw him. Like, even though you're not supposed to have... I mean, usually you get...
What's his girlfriend doing?
Oh, dude, I'm hoping...
we haven't heard...
I want to write her.
Jack nothing about
She's pretty...
that.
She's pretty sexy for an old chick.
We haven't heard anything about that.
Remember
Yeah,
her?
it just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, remember her? Well, they keep saying she keeps wanting to get out or whatever. Of course, everybody wants to get out when they're locked up. But like, nobody wants to talk about the fact. Isn't her father like a head member of like the fucking Assad or whatever the fuck it is? Either the Israeli police or the fucking MI6. I can't remember.
So that's
weird
who,
stuff.
That's who Epstein was actually pulled out by, was Mossad, Israeli Mossad. Because supposedly he was an intelligence asset.
Yeah, gaining stuff, blackmail.
Blackmail against politicians. And
which these things have been proven to exist throughout history.
Yeah.
So
that is exactly what he was in place for. And they came in and they made it look like he committed suicide, replaced him with somebody who looked like him but wasn't. And
I mean, the autopsy results even showed that he didn't die in the way of somebody would have hanging themselves. He died in the way of being fucking strangled. You know what I mean? That's what the autopsy said.
Yeah, well, that's of course that's what the autopsy like.
But it's gone.
But
nobody cares.
Like if you saw the picture when they were taking out the body, you can see from the side like the shape of the ear is not the shape of his actual ear.
I remember some of it, but that type of stuff is like the stuff where people, like anybody who's watching, they'd be like, "Oh, now he's a fucking. This is just too much of a conspiracy theory." Whereas I agree 100% with you, dude. There's no way this guy fucking killed himself, and he might not even be dead. Anything you literally right before this, you didn't believe that there was a James Bond like villain on an island, flying rich people in to bang children. Actually, he wasn't even on a fucking random island at first. He was on a fucking peninsula, and that peninsula was fucking Florida, and he was still banging the same kids there, and then he gets found guilty. He's a fucking registered sex offender now. And this man is still flying those same rich people. Those same people with the same type of... These motherfuckers know he's a registered sex offender. And they're all still getting on that plane and flying down there to the island to fuck teenagers. And nobody's holding people accountable for this. I love our country so much. Dude, they always want to talk about poor people like me and a drug addict like me. I can't tell you how many times I've heard, you need to be accountable for your action. Bitch, I've been forced to be accountable to all my actions in my entire fucking life. So many people in this world you can't find accountability anywhere in our country. You go to a fucking store, if somebody fucks up your fast food sandwich at a Burger King, nobody did it. If anybody fucks up anywhere, nobody did it. And we want accountability everywhere. We pass the buck everywhere. You fuck up reading my x-rays at the doctor's office. He can't admit that he fucked that up because that's a lawsuit. And I get it. But don't fucking scream that fucking accountability shit to me when nobody went after those flight logs where these motherfuckers are flying down with fucking a registered sex offender to go to an island to fuck kids. Bro, I get it. Literally, any of us can board a plane right now and head to Vietnam or something where it's a fucking different country that's fucking got looser laws and still go do that gross shit if you really wanted to. But the fact that it was happening right there and like... Nothing else comes from it. Not one of those fucking high-profile motherfuckers get brought in. Like at the very least, Clinton, for being on that plane with a registered sex offender, should lose his fucking, Secret Service members and shit for the rest of his life. At least all the benefits of being a president beforehand. You know what I mean? If I gotta pay attention to who I hang out with, you should too.
At least a few of them. One of them, I think, was Tom Hanks.
Well, I don't know about that, but they gave him a hard time. I choose not to believe Forrest Gump was banging teenagers, unless he was a teenager.
I think maybe I don't know.
Don't do this to me, Wild Bill. They've done it to me twice already.
So what he did, you know what he did, right? He
played in all the best movies ever.
They left the United States
and got COVID.
They left the United States and got citizenship in Greece.
Oh yeah, right away when that was happening, I remember.
Where pedophilia is legal.
That's been a cool thing for them since back in the day, dude. That was all the Greek prophets are like, oh, let's figure out fucking gravity and all this shit, and then let's go fuck a little boy. Like, why? That was culturally acceptable in fucking Greece all the way back in ancient history. Like, it's so weird.
It's acceptable in the Roman culture too.
Rome, yeah, dude. That's probably one of those were the ones that figured out gravity. Greece or Rome somewhere.
I think that the Greeks just figured out a use for their olive oil, bro.
Oh my god. Cooking pasta? No, he was talking about butt sex.
That's a different. Noodle.
Sodomy.
That's a different kind of noodle,
yeah.
bud.
Sodomy. Hey, if you're talking about me, it's a limb noodle. So you don't have to worry about that from me.
Holy crap! What time is it starting to get to be here?
We've been out here at this for a little while here.
What time is it? 10:46.
Hour and 45 minutes.
We probably got to. That's pretty good.
We're probably gonna have to cut out about 15 minutes of it, somewhere here and there.
Yeah, well, it's about good.
Yeah.
Well,
an hour and a half is pretty good if we can get some good funny things.
Yeah, we've been doing pretty good, so we'll probably pick it back up next week.
I feel like this was a little lesser than our first two, but I feel like we finally got one that we can put out.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So the first two. So we did this twice. We whiffed on the first two. The first one, we got way too personal. The second one...
Yeah, these guys just talked about,
all kinds of
stuff.
Yep. So, anyway...
And life.
And I was over there like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
The second one, we had no sound whatsoever. We had a great podcast.
Amazing.
And it was amazing. And it even looks like we're... Because I went over and I watched the video. There's no sound, but we're just... We look like we're having a great time.
Wonderful time.
Yeah, wonderful time. And and it was...
It was right after legalization, though.
Yep. It was so sad because we didn't get any of it.
This thing was plugged in instead of our audio. The nail.
Yeah.
So, this e-nail, my e-nail that...
I mean, it's a great time.
That was my fault. I had the extension cord under the table here for the microphones, and unfortunately...
Well,
I had unplugged it for my e-nail. I didn't realize.
And we went through. It was great, dude. So basically, we've gone through about fucking 4 hours of great material, and now we finally got something here. Well, probably 6 now because of this one. 6 hours of material. We finally got a fucking podcast. I'm happy.
All right.
I
Yeah,
don't
me
even
too,
care.
man.
This is a good time.
Happy to have you here, Big Tom. We're probably going to have you here
Every Saturday.
Probably regularly. We'll do this regularly.
Every Saturday.
We're going to get some more of these.
No. We don't want more. You don't want more people on a podcast. You get more people on a podcast, and it's hard to...
But we can revolve, a door or two, you know what I mean?
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It is difficult.
Just when we get to a heated topic, you know what I mean? Is we're all trying to speak over each other. That's where you end up with fucking...
I swear I've got one more microphone anyway.
That'd be awesome. I mean, to get that for a really good, just an all-out, non-serious one where we don't talk about any real topics. We just go ham. You know what I mean? Fucking, that's a great time, dude. Like when we're talking about like putting the plunger on the wall.
Oh my God. We're gonna leave it there. we're gonna leave it there, guys. You have a good night. Tom, been great to have you here. Doze, love you, buddy.
Yeah, have a great night.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, folks.